Hello everyone and welcome back to Basic Concepts of Math. If you remember, in my past videos we have just started with basic concepts of geometry. In my last two videos we have already covered what are the lines and what are the angles and their types. If you have missed those things, please go up and click on the link to see those videos. Now in today's video we are going to focus on triangle, which is very important shape in geometry. So let's not waste time and get started. When we talk about triangles, we first of all need to define what is a triangle. Now, whenever we think of a triangle, we know the shape, but what that shape must be made up of. So, we have already learned about lines and angles. So, let's think in terms of lines and angles. So, the students, the answer is triangle is a polygon with three sides and three angles. That means you require three lines and three angles to make a triangle. Let's observe this one. If you can observe this triangle ABC, this side AB is also known as side, AC is another side and BC is third side. So what we can see, there are three sides. There are three angles as well, angle X, angle Y and angle Z. And the point where two sides meet is also called as vertex. So students, you have to remember all three parts of a triangle, which is sides, angles and vertex as well. Now let's observe this one. If you observe this triangle, the angles are already given. So angle 80, angle 70 and angle 30. So students, let's add all of this. What do you get as total? Please take your time and add it. Okay, I hope you have done with this and you might have got 180 only. Any triangle, you draw any random triangle right now and measure the angles, its sum is always gonna be 180. You can draw it randomly without measuring as well. Still, the sum will always remain 180 and this is very important property of a triangle. The sum of all three angles of a triangle is always gonna be 180. Moving further, I have a homework or task for you guys. Name three triangular objects which we use in day-to-day life. Comment it down below so that I can see whatever answer you have given. So moving further from here, let's focus on what are the types of triangles. So whenever we think about types of triangle, there are a lot of types of triangle. Initially, we divide all the types of triangle based on two properties. Property number one, how many sides are equal in them. Property number two, what are the measure of angles within the triangle. So let's understand one by one. Let's focus on numbers of equal sides. So we'll first learn triangles or types of triangles based on number of equal sides. And the very first one which we learn is the equilateral triangle. Let's observe an equilateral triangle. What do we observe? This side is equal to this side and equal to this side. Also, all three angles look equal and therefore it is called as equilateral triangle. Equilateral word comes from the word equal. Therefore, it's an equilateral triangle. All its sides and angles are equal. And do remember, when there are all three sides are equal and all three angles are equal, only 60, 60, 60 can add up to 180. Therefore, equilateral triangle will always have angle at 60. Moving further to the next one. Now we had three sides equal. Now we will have two sides equal called isosceles triangle. Let's observe this triangle. What we can see, this side is equal to this side. And that is the reason the angles are always equal. Students, do remember, if a side is equal, their opposite angles are also equal. Therefore, we have two equal sides and two equal angles. Though the measure of these angles could be anything. It is not going to be fixed like equilateral triangle that it will be 60. No. It could be any measure, but the two sides will be equal and the opposite angles will also be equal in an isosceles triangle. Let's move further to our third type, which is, so first we have three sides equal, then we have two sides equal, now we have no sides equal. That is called as scalene triangle. If you observe this triangle, no side look equal to the another one, and that is the reason no equal sides and no equal angles. So this is how we divide types of triangles based on equal sides. So we had equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle and scalene triangle. Let's move further and understand how do we divide triangles based on the measure of its angles. Let's start with the very first one, acute triangle. Now remember in my last video I have already covered what is an acute angle. Can you recall? Yes students, acute angles are the angles which lies below 90 degree. So that means its measure is always below 90 degree. So if I make a triangle whose all the angles are below 90 degree are called an acute angle triangle or acute triangle. So do remember, it's quite easy. It's in their name only. You just have to pay attention to the name. Let's see the second type, which is right triangle or right angle triangle. As the name suggests, this triangle will always have a 90-degree angle. Now student, do remember, a triangle cannot have two 90-degree angles within a triangle. Now you'll be thinking, why sir? 90 plus 90 is 180, and we know that sum of three angles should be 180. If sum of two angles will become 180, it will not form a triangle. Therefore, it is very basic concept to remember. A triangle cannot have more than 190-degree angle. So if there is 190-degree angle, that means it's a right angle triangle and two sides are perpendicular to each other in a triangle. And such one, do remember, and it have a 90-degree angle, and in such kind of an angle the third side is known as hypotenuse. Moving further to our third type, which is nothing but obtuse triangle, obtuse angle triangle. So let's say obtuse angle triangle, as the name suggests, at least one angle will be more than 90. This is how we define it. Has an angle which is more than 90. Since there is an obtuse angle in a triangle, therefore it is called as obtuse angle triangle or obtuse triangle. So students, you must be thinking, are there only these type of a triangle or there are more? So the answer is no, there are more types of triangles, and you'll be amazed to know you can combine the information which you have learned previously in this video to form new types. Let me give you an example. Right angle isosceles triangle. So if I take an isosceles triangle like this, where we have two sides equal, opposite two angles are equal, but this angle is 90. So one angle is 90, therefore it's a right angle, as well as two sides are equal, therefore it's an isosceles triangle. So you can combine two different types of triangle to form the new types. Therefore there could be a multiple types of triangle which you can learn. So in this case, I hope you guys have observed and understood this. Now can you guess what the equal angles are? Now this is a very common kind of a question, because already the information about this is given. This is 90. So we know that sum of all the angles should be 180. If this is 90, that means only two angles are left and both are equal. So if I subtract 90 from 180, we get 90, and 90 if I divide into two equal half, this is 45, this is 45. Therefore the angle which is right over here is nothing but 45 degree and 45 degree. Moving further in this case, so I am giving you a very simple short homework which I want you guys to do at home. Think about what more triangles which you can create by combining the above given types or the types which we have covered in the video. And do comment it below so that I can see what are the different types which you have got. And try making these triangles at home as well. So student, I hope you have learned a lot and you're making a note of it so that it help you in the future. I'll see you in the next video with some more basic concepts. Till then, bye bye and take care.